What's up, everybody? You watch this Spaceman Reviews with your host. It's going to be me all the time. Oh, man, the guy with the caca mouth, with the hatred for communists, is back. People, it looks like they did it again. So, we're going to take a look at a mistake being made by Marvel Studios yet again. But before we get into today's video, if you hadn't, please hit that subscribe button. Don't miss any more videos. I'm going to get more live streaming coming to you, I promise. A lot of things that got to work out. A lot of things have changed since my last channel. Since YouTube shut me down. Yeah, that's how you know I'm the guy for the job. But, yeah, so rumor, Fantastic Four MCU reboot is making a huge change to one character. Can you guess what that is? Well, Disney continues Woke Fest with female Silver Surfer. Yes, because that's what we've been missing this whole time from the MCU, was a female Silver Surfer. We can't have a male Silver Surfer. No, we gotta have a female Silver Surfer. Now, I'm not going to spend my video bitching about them making Silver Surfer a woman. From my understanding, that there is another alternate universe where there is a woman who is reportedly a Silver Surfer. So I guess rather than just simply making a good Fantastic Four movie, since I think it's been long enough for one now, yeah, we're still not going to get one. So it says, Marvel and Disney once again continuing controversy by casting female actress to take on typically a male Fantastic Four role of the Silver Surfer in the upcoming reboot. Look, am I saying there shouldn't be a female Silver Surfer? No. What I am saying is not now. This ain't the time. Because what you have is a bridge between the fans and the franchise. Franchise ain't going to survive without the fans. Fans ain't going to support the franchise. The franchise keeps making stupid shit. You got to allow time to heal the wounds and start making good shit that people want to see. Then maybe down that road, if that bridge has been built and substantiated, then maybe slip in, well, maybe we'll do a female Silver Surfer and make it a damn good movie that makes sense, not like you're ramming girl bosses down people's throats. Because obviously this is just going to bomb at the box office, as everything else has bombed at the box office. But it don't look like they're going to do that. It looks like they're just going to take the typical route and shove this shit down our throat once again. So when this stuff doesn't pan out, when it doesn't work, then they're going to be like, well, it's because you're a misogynist. It's because blah, 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 blah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How can the Silver Surfer be a woman? Shala Bal. Because, look, they lost me at the Fantastic Four with Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. They could have got somebody better, anybody better. But no, Pedro Pascal? You got to get him? Good luck with that. I was done with that before the female Silver Surfer. For a movie that hasn't begun filming yet, we're sure getting a lot of Fantastic Four related news lately. First came the word that Julia Gardner is cast as the Silver Surfer. Then Marvel revealed a new teaser of a list of comics that have presumably inspired the latest Fantastic Four reboot. Yeah, because they probably had some SJWs paging through the comics. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Shala Bal, female Silver Surfer. Okay, we'll do that. We got to find a way to make Silver Surfer a woman. Can we give the guy a sex change? The Silver Surfer's pronouns are Z's or Zems. And now we got a chrome-plated Zer Zems floating around in the Fantastic Four universe. That's my guess. Marvel revealed new teaser list of comics that presumably inspired the Fantastic Four reboot. Yeah, I don't read comics no more, man. I loved all the 60s and 70s. Some of the early 80s stuff. Some of the early mid-90s stuff, and then I was done. I saw where it was going, and I didn't like it. By the time most of the good artists left Marvel Comics to go to like Image Comics and stuff like that to chase other inspirations. And honestly, so did I. It says, some of these reveals may raise more questions than answers. Why is Silver Surfer a woman in the MCU? Well, look what they did with Thor. They had Thor become the mighty Thor. They kicked Thor in the nuts and then have him become the mighty Thor. They got the Hawk, made it She-Hulk. How did that show work out too? The Ant-Man, fuck the Ant-Man. We got the Wasp. Let Casey Lang kick Scott Lang in the balls, in the cognacs. Is this movie even set in the MCU in the first place? And what's the significance of the 5 comics Marvel singled out? Well, we're here to break it down that you need to know about the latest Fantastic Four news. Yeah, because the Marvels worked out really good, right? You had 3 girl bosses in it, just like Charlie's fucking Angels, just like Ghostbusters, where you had 4. And they all bombed. Black Widow? They all bombed. How can the Silver Surfer be a woman? It says MCU's Fantastic Four will be to the comics. But it's clear at least one major detail is changing. The new movie will introduce a female version of the Silver Surfer played by Ozark's Julia Gardner. Never heard of her. Never heard of the show or movie or whatever that is. Surfer isn't the first Marvel character whose gender has been changed for the MCU. Marvel's Mar-Vell is also a man in the comics, but this might be the most significant example to date. Technically, Marvel isn't changing the character's gender in this case, but rather which the character becomes Silver Surfer. Traditionally, Silver Surfer's origin depicts Norrin Radd, the inhabitant of the utopian world of Zenla. Zenla becomes the greatest target of Galactus. Galactus pretty badass. Until they, of course, then probably make him a woman eventually. World-devouring hunger. And also, Radd agrees to become Galactus Herald, exchange for sparing Zenla and saving the life of his lover, Shala Bell. Then why not tell that story? And then continue that story with the female Silver Surfer. Why not do that? We just going to bring her right out? That's not going to work. It's not going to work. What are they doing, man? Oh. Movie theaters are going to start shutting down. However, it is possible that both characters become Silver Surfer. This is the case. Well, of course they will. Disney's doing it. Of course it will. Everybody will be fucking Silver Surfer women. Of course. Marvel Universe introduced in 1999's Earth X. In that future version of the Marvel Universe, Norrin bestows a portion of his power onto Shala, and the two serve as twin heralds of Galactus. Hyper-evolved version of Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman's son, Franklin. She then kicks Norrin Radd in the nuts, steals his Silver Surfer power, becomes the new ultimate, bestest ever Silver Surfer. Okay, it doesn't say any of that, but that's my guess of what's going to happen. Alternate universe. Of course! What a way to kill all your Marvel characters that you politically don't find cool and just switch it up any fucking way you want, regardless if you destroy a legacy character or not, right? That's what they did to Star Wars. And we don't need no Luke Skywalker. We got Rey, who don't need no Jedi training, who's the bestest ever. Nobody teaches her any. She don't need no man to teach her the ways of the Force. Just out of the blue, I'm going to use the Jedi mind trick because I just know how to do it. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Oh, I'm so glad I kept my DVDs, man. So glad. That said, more likely Marvel made this change simply to diversify its cosmic heroes. Of course. Outside of the Guardians of the Galaxy characters like Gamora, Mantis, and the robotic chick, Nebula. Beta. Oh my God. Marvel Comics superhero lineup tends to skew heavily male. So what? That includes Nova, Beta Ray Bill, Darkhawk, Gladiator, and Adam Warlock. Rather than setting up an alternate universe, Marvel may simply want to level the playing field. Well, they're going to level the franchise, what they're doing. Because now nobody is interested in any of the characters. But not only that it destroys the world of comics and comic sales, but it destroys the world of merchandising, period. See, it causes a chain reaction. So anybody in the comic business understands what I'm talking about. Anybody in the toy realm understands exactly what I'm talking about. Because now all the toys that they've built up to sell in their stores are suddenly just going to conveniently hang there for a while and collect dust. Maybe Ant-Man isn't going to sell for 40 years. Well, that might be okay in the stores, but that's not going to help out the private dealers that are looking to move this stuff and sell it and keep their business. See, I used to want to be a comic book dealer. You know, I love comics, but not today's comics, man. No. And as hard as that business is right now, there's just no way. There's no way. Because they're purging everything. You think kids care about? Who are they making this for? That's the big question. Who are they making this for? I mean, who is female Silver Surfer supposed to be for? There we go. Here we go. I mean, who is this for? Who did they intend for this to be for? There, I think it's the actress who's going to play her. They're not making it for women. Women don't give a shit about fucking comic books. Believe me, I'm married. I know. I'm 53 and I'm still a geek. I'm always going to be a geek. I've accepted that. I'm okay with it. Nothing wrong with that. It's how the universe works. But that's not going to go well. These franchises have survived as long as they have because they've done things the right way and hit their core audiences. But then they started peering off and hanging more towards the adult instead of keeping the comics for kids. And now here in 2024, they've forgotten the male audience. They've given up on the kids. And now they're stringing it to whoever they think is going to be interested in this crap. And there's nobody interested in this crap. It is a bridge to nowhere. And when you travel down that bridge to nowhere, you go, where do you go? You go nowhere. Just like the merchandise, just like the comic books are going nowhere. People have not only stopped buying merchandise, they've given up interest on any of this stuff, period. So it don't matter if 5 to 10 years from now, if you start making Star Wars movies or Marvel movies. Because those people, young and old both, they're going to remember all of this shit and they're not coming. They're going to remember what you're doing now. And making shit is what you're doing. These companies don't get that. This is why This is why George Lucas would not sell to corporate a long time ago. It's why Star Wars was such a huge money-making cash machine for as long as it was. The second George sold to corporate entities, what did they do with it? Boom. Corporate entities are controlled by political entities. And political entities turn their movie entities into propaganda. And that's exactly what these franchises have become. Political propaganda. More progressive, more liberal, more left-leaning. And they're just spewing all this stuff onto the majority crowd that isn't progressive, that's more conservative, that more love for Americana than this kind of crap. They think they're going to tire us out, and that's not going to happen. It's only gotten worse. I mean, when was the last time you went to Toys R Us in America? It's been a long while, hasn't it? Because Toys R Us ain't in America. At least, especially not around my part. We had two of them. And one of them turned into a fucking carpet store. Like that's going to go anywhere. But, yeah, this does not work. You know, having a dude play Juliet in Romeo and Juliet, a gangster playing Juliet, and having a woman playing Silver Surfer. I'm surprised they kept her a white woman. Who knows? But anyway, people, that's the video. We want to be kept updated on the shitstorm that is Disney and a female Silver Surfer. Then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Be safe. Stay safe. More videos to come. More excitement. More Mike Tyson and Jake Paul updates. And we got them. We got a crazy shitload of important, crazy stuff coming your way. Don't miss it. Subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. My fellow savages, be safe out there. Go get yourself a steak and some coffee. Yeah.